All right, all right. Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at you on a Sunday, and it's the 4th of July. Let's go. How's it going, Alex? What's up, Jordan and Nim O'Noom out there? Jordan's dad is letting him play StarCraft on the laptop. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff from Jordan's dad. Very, very nice thing to do. Happy 4th of July, everybody. This is going to be a bit of a shorter stream here. Some family stuff got changed for the family 4th of July things. So we're going to do a warm-up cast here, and then we're going to play some live games right after this. So we're going to do about a 15-minute game, all right? And then we'll do some live games, all right? Jordan, does that make sense? So let's go. Wait, where am I going? Not into Brood War, into replays. There we go. Good man. Good man. Let's go to the right folder this time. But yeah, happy Saturday, everybody. Utah continues to be on fire. Fireworks are still banned here, tragically. What's up, G22? Bah, 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 bah. So let's find something here that's really fun. Let's do this. Let's do hero versus scan. All right, hero and scan. Here on Polestar, top right, it's going to be scan. It's scan and scan and scan and scan. Top left, it is hero. He is sending his overlord out the right direction, which means he's going to win this game. That's not how that works, but interesting if it did, isn't it? It would be interesting if the overlord scout, if you go the right way, then it's an automatic win, right? Kind of like how going Nexus first on a cross-spawn map versus a Terran player is basically, but not entirely, an automatic win. I'm surprised that you can win. Oh, you can live while inside a spring bunny suit. Yeah, pretty sure that's fiction. Pretty sure that, you don't have to worry about realism in that situation, do ya? Anyway, what do we got? Rack's coming up. Hatch firsting down here at about 11 supply is hero. Overlord checking to make sure we're not getting bunkered. This guy is not going to find any Terran immediately. Needs to be a little bit careful about this, right? If you go too deep in, if there's a Marine up here, he will kill you before you can get to high ground. Yeah, see? He's like, all right, so we're going to pull out, and he sees the SUV coming out of the base and says, okay, Terran is here. Let's poke right here, see when the expansion is. Hide from the Marine. We see the expansion. Yes, beautifully done. Okay, great job, Overlord. Nice job, Terry. Happy 4th of July, Crazy Tail. Glad you could be here for some StarCraft on your 4th of July. Again, going to be a bit of a shorter stream. We're going to do this game, getting right into live games, and have some fun with it. Yes, Hero Brian. Hero Brian. Yes, I am aware. I am aware of the nation. Of the notion. So, behold, Aspire, surprise, behold, Lings out. Marines pulling back a little bit. They're like, okay, these Lings are kind of scary. Little bit scary, these guys are. Second gas coming up. We've got a third hatch, beautifully done. Yeah, that's fine, Jordan. General ratio of Marines to medics in TVZ is, I would say, 10 or 11 Marines and a couple medics. That's generally the ratio we see for professional players. Lings, no, bad, no. Get out. Good job, Scan. Good job, Scan. There we go. Marines in position to handle these dudes. Got a couple medics here. So right here, it's 12 Marines and 2 medics. That's what we're going for our dude Scan. Ooh, Hero taking a bit of a naked third down here. But he's got the mutas. The mutas need to distract the Terran. He's protecting the third base with these mutalisks, as we see. +1 attack on the way for the mutas. Stim is done for the Marines. Range on the way here, too. Scan's making a move. He's making a move across the map here. So Hero needs to engage, right? You can't let these guys get down to that third base or you're going to die. I know it's just the third base, but it is death. Every time your third base dies this early for a Zerg player against a Terran, you are Kaputski. So anything crazy back here? There's the factory. Probably going to be for a starport. Couple science vessels. We haven't really seen a straight SK Terran opening in a TVZ in what feels like a week. Every TVZ I've cast, I feel like it's been early gas, factory, Valkyries real quick. And then, yeah, we'll get Marines and stuff, but no, the Valkyries would be first, but not here. This is standard play, folks. And by standard, I mean SK Terran. There's not really a standard in TVZ. Unless it's this. Alright, so then Hero gets on top of it, wipes it out. See you later. Alligators, and by that I mean medics, whose bodies have been exploded into 6 different parts. Very tragic to see. And there's your starport, as I was talking about. So yeah, it's going to be a science facility after that. Going to be a radiate. Yeah, we just haven't seen. There's your Queen's Nest. A Terran just completely skip Valkyries. Completely skip a second factory. Completely skip Vultures this early in a while on the channel. This is crazy. I mean, it's weird. It's normal, right? It feels like for years this was how TVZ was played. Scan is just doing the very normal thing. But it feels weird because TVZ is in such a weird fluctuating place right now. Nice. Okay, so Hero clears that out. Beautifully done. Ugh. I sincerely hope this isn't just a game where Hero bullies Scan into oblivion, but it kind of feels like it is. Kind of feels like that's what we're doing. Saturating that third gas. Yes. Hive. Also, yes. Defiler Mound very soon. Queen's Nest for Queens. Not against the Marines. But how many Marines are there? There's like 4 Marines left. This is really tough for Scan. Ooh, he's actually going Valk. He's not going Science Vessel, at least not yet. He's going Valk. He's just scanned in. He sees no Sunkens and no Lurkers at the front here. But I imagine Lurker Aspect, yeah, it's on the way. Lurker Aspect is on the way. These drones are going around the backside of the minerals. That's bad pathing, guys. Come on. Let's get to work. Let's play smarter, not harder. So, there you go. So, Valkyries being the answer to the Mutas, and then Siege Tanks being the answer to the Lurkers here from Scan. I like this. I like this maneuver from him quite a bit. Add a couple tanks, add a couple Valkyries, and you're going to have a much easier time against an elite Zerg player. Hey, Vincent. Happy 4th of July. Happy America Day. Happy 250th anniversary of America. Yeah, Mike, me too. I thought for sure it was going to be science vessels up here, but it's Valkyries, it's tanks. I'm not sure how popular just straight up SK Terran is anymore. I kind of feel like Zerg players have figured it out, and I feel like Terrans are going for other stuff. The Valkyries, the tanks are so much more common. There you go. See, the tanks make the Valkyries run, or the Lurkers run. If there were no tanks here, these Lurkers would own. There you go. There's the siege up. Consume's on the way. Consume's not done yet. The problem with not having science vessels is that you have to scan for the lurkers, and maybe you don't have enough scan to do that. Look at this. Just casually murdering individual overlords, trying to supply block hero as much as he can. Bit of a drop up here inside the main. Killed a couple drones, it looks like. 32 drones. Not that many went down. Game's going great, Vincent. Scan is trying. There you go. Ah. That's 4 lurkers killed, but there are more where those came from, baby. There are 3 more back here. Sieging up again without scans. God, he's going to lose. Yes, losing a tank to a lurker is never a good feeling. That's really bad. Sieged up, sieged up. Scourge take down one of the Valks. This Valk has 1 kill. Lings against a tank. Not in those numbers, thank you very much. Not going to get that job done, but the contain here is pretty good. There you go, scanning out. There's the Dark Swarm. There's another one coming in, and there it is. Beautiful Consume, beautiful Dark Swarm jumping in. Wow, right on top of these tanks, forcing a full fallback here. Yeesh. It's kind of scary to jump on the tanks like that, but if there's only 2 or 3 of them, it's not that bad. It's when there's 15, 16 tanks. That's when it gets really scary. So Hero holding. He's got Mutas in case another drop shows up. Scourge in case another drop shows up. Has he got Plague? I imagine he's got Plague now. Does he have Adrenal? That's a bigger question. So Nidus down to the 3rd. Obviously, we have Hive Tech. We might as well get some Niduses for easy defense of the 3rd base now. We can just pop up a Dark Swarm and some Lurkers here. And going to be very hard to get through with just Marines. Impossible to get through with just Marines. Yeah, they come down. They scan. They're like, do we want to... No, you don't want to come in here. Where are your tanks at? Are they all dead? I don't know. Got some tanks back here that need to make a move in. This Valkyrie ball is getting kind of hefty. There's 4 of them here. That is a little bit scary stuff. Yeah, that's right, Vincent. Happy 250th anniversary of the USA. Adrenal is on the way. He forgot about Adrenal. And Plague. Oh, no. It's been so stressful. He's got to get a 4th base first. Then get Adrenal. And then get Plague. Man, this soundtrack is eternal. I just never get tired of this. Especially the Terran tracks. What's up, Immortal Drillin'? Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Ultra Cavern coming in. How many tanks do you have? How much irradiate do you have? These are good questions to ask if you're dealing with Ultras. Ooh, he's floating the racks off. He's going into more mechs. See what I'm talking about? Nobody just goes straight SK Terran anymore, I swear. I mean, obviously some players do. But it is so vanishingly rare in the games that I am sent by RJB and that I see in ASL. Whew, I'm doing all right, Immortal. Gonna go hang out with the family for the 4th of July. Gonna have a barbecue. Gonna play some basketball with my little brothers. Gonna be a good time. And there's a science facility. He says, you know, even if you're going mech, you probably want some science vessels. Regular SK Terran is Marines, Firebats, Medics, Science Vessels. That's it. If you're adding Valkyries, if you're adding tanks, right? Things get weird. If you're adding Vultures, it's not SK Terran anymore. Ooh, carne asada and grilled chorizo. And Costco burgers and dogs. Mike, dude, crushing it for the 4th of July barbecue. That sounds awesome. I'm going to come over to your house. Thank you, Drillin. I appreciate that. Going to be a good day. I mean, I think fireworks are still banned statewide because most of the state is on fire with wildfires and stuff. But, I don't know. I imagine there's going to be some fireworks anyway. Okay, lost a Valk. Again, Scourge are fast. Nice. Got one of the racks. I mean, there's 15 other racks floating out here, but, you know, congratulations killing one of them. This is not like a meching Terran player where losing the racks means you have to build another racks if you want to make more factories. Not the case. Dude, Scan's expanding again. This is what separates the good Terran players in TVZ from the bad ones, is the fourth base timings. This is a great fourth base timing from Scan. Because look, Zerg player's not on 5 bases yet. Zerg player's not thinking about that. He's got a denial down here with the Vulture. He's keeping an eye on this base with the barracks. Not really keeping an eye on this. That might be a good place to go. Ugh. Good place to go. You're not wrong, Crazy Tail. Nice, Mike. Save your swords on 135 stream streak. Let's go. Vmon asks if we have fireworks games. StarCraft is always fireworks. It's always exciting and explosions and good times across the board. Broodling on the way for those queens. So he's going to try to broodling up these tanks because it's a full mech transition with Valkyries here. Vultures, Goliaths from Scan. That fourth gas really helps you pump out 1,000 siege tanks. And what are the upgrades at? They're not going to be as good because it was a straight-up SK Terran opening with the 1-1, well, and the Valkyries. But 1-0 on the tanks. Working on a further upgrade to 1 there as well. So nothing too nuts happening. Counter-attacking or just attacking across the other side of the map here. Spider Mine's getting dragged by the Lynx so the Lurkers don't catch Spider Mines. Good job, guys. But siege tanks exist. Ow! Oh, this is a disastrous attack. Hero, I don't know if that was a great move. What did he just end up losing there? A Defiler. There's one Lurker inside Dark Swarm, but it's not going to kill enough here to really be that much of a problem. He's just walking through it. La 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 la. Irradiate's on the way at 17 minutes. How crazy is that for an Irradiate to be away that late? Do I think Blizzard is planning something special for StarCraft for 4th of July? No. What's up, Mom? Hello? Do they have to go Queens these days? Remember when Zerg didn't go Queens as a response to mech before? You don't. You can go drops, right? We've seen players go drops against mech before. It's pretty effective. Okay, here we go. Ow. Big Ultra out. Big Spider-Mine hits can be huge for those guys, too. They've got the chitinous plating. They're charging into the tanks. There is Dark Swarm. I don't know if there are enough tanks to stop this. Okay, well, these Ultras are dead, but here come the Queens to thin out that tank count. Bam, 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 bam. Spawn those Broodlings on those tanks. There we go. Every tank, almost every tank is dead there. Can he finish it off with the Broodlings? And no, 6 hit points on that tank. He's alive. A lot of tanks died there. Not the end of the world. Ultras are into your bottom right base now, and they have an all-you-can-eat buffet on top of these poor SCVs. They don't kill them fast, but they'll kill them nevertheless. I mean, they're out here doing 23 damage per shot, 60 HP on the SCVs. Pushing across the map. More spawn broodling is coming in. Not stopping. Continuing to push here. Ultralisks. Ah. Muta Scourge out here trying to fight against some of these tanks too. Inside the minimum attack range. Marines don't have the upgrades to do this. They've only got the +1. It's kind of the problem of trying to go SK Terran into mech is that you're not going to have great upgrades for either of them. I guess Zerg kind of has the same thing going on, though, where they have air upgrades and ground upgrades, but not maxed on either one. Ooh, that was a massacre of siege tanks. Brutal stuff. Okay, so 183 to 123 supply. Hero is way up, but these Ultras are dying without getting a lot done. These Ultras are dying, getting a lot done. Okay, that's it. GG. Bam. Too much from Hero. Did he ever even get that 5th base? He did. He barely has a 5th base here, but he just got the Ultras out, got the Lings. There weren't enough tanks. The transition into mech was just too new at the end of the day for Scan to win that thing. So good job by Hero. Like really, really impressive stuff there by Hero. Getting the win, right? 5th base never really happened, but never let the 4th base get too online before coming up across the map and wiping it out. The Valkyries didn't really end up doing a lot. I don't know. Scan was trying something. Happy 4th of July. Jury Joe Fordovs. These handles, man. These YouTube handles are hard to read sometimes. They're usually kind of just random letters, it seems. Yeah, that kill-death ratio is really good by Scam, but the outproduction is equally good for Hero, and that's why the Zerg player won that match. There's an outspend by Hero, pretty chunky for just 19 minutes. That's the deal. All right, kiddos, let's head on out. Where are we with this? Good. Let's head up to US West, BattleNet. Let's get some live games rocking out here. See what we can get done in the relatively short time we have today. On the 4th of July, got to go do some family time. You guys know the drill. On these holidays, are Queens a good answer to Templar? Yes. We don't see it a lot. It's just... It's hard to pull it off, is the thing. Because it's 150 energy from a Queen to take out a High Templar. And High Templar can cast 3 separate storms with a full energy pack, right? A full energy tank, I guess you want to call it. So the Queen, it's hard. The energy ratio doesn't really make a lot of sense a lot of the time. We don't see it happen very much. All right. Quabam. Quabam. Hey, what's up, Artful Bass? Artful Bass? Artful Bass? What we got here? What's up, Barca Tactics? Hello, hello. Happy Saturday and happy 4th of July. Woo! Jordan's playing World of Warcraft stuff. Savior Sword hasn't eaten lunch yet. All right, step it away for a second. Get on in here. Join the lobby so I know you're here, and then we'll play something. Where's G22? All right, who's in the house here? We got 8010. We have Bazump. Is Sergeant Ranch actually here is the question. Should we find out? Maybe we should find out. Either way, let's get a bacon going out here. See if people are interested in a quick bacon. Perhaps we do bacon on Allegro today. Let's see, that's not in the 26 folder. That happens to be particularly in the downloads folder. But happy 4th, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic one. Even if you're not American, the 4th of July belongs to everybody. Look, the concept of getting your freedom from England is not an American one, right? A lot of countries share that idea. A lot of people share that holiday. They do. Let's see what we get here. That's right. Freedom and prosperity for all. We've got 8010 out here and Bazump. What's up, MH? How's it going? Barca says, how do you play Capture the Flag? So, here's how this works, Barca. The flag spawns in the middle of the map. And then you have to take one of your workers up to the middle, grab it. You pick up the flag and then bring it back to your base, and you get a point. If you do that 7 times, you win. It is surprisingly simple in concept, but much harder to do. That's right. VM on. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. Man, should probably watch Independence Day. I think we watched it last year. Holds up. Pacing's a little bit off. You know the drill. Not too bad. But yeah, middle kid's birthday yesterday. He was born on the 3rd of July. Almost born on the 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July. Yeah, I mean, the big final battle is pretty great, pretty exciting. But yeah, he wanted German chocolate cake and like rainbow sherbet ice cream for his birthday. So it's an interesting combination. You don't usually get like a chocolate with like a fruity ice cream, you know what I mean? But he liked it. Rainbow sherbet is really good, and I love German chocolate cake too. I've just never had them together, but it kind of worked out. It was good. Yeah, pistachio ice cream, also very good. Big fan of pistachio. Big fan. $100 degrees outside for Iwu. That's not good. 100 degrees is not okay. It is gonna get up to 92 today. What is the temperature outside right now? Only 78. Really not bad at all. Highly acceptable temperature in my opinion. Yeah, 78 degrees. Again, for some reason, Utah has been in this bubble of kind of pleasant weather over the last year or so. Our winter was the most mild winter we've ever had. It never got down into negative degrees. It never dumped a ton of snow on us. I don't think it had a big snowstorm this whole season. And then this summer, it's been 78, maybe 83. It's been like Southern California weather, man. We usually get crushed by heat. Not this year. So yeah, the rest of the country is blazing during the summer and getting crushed by snow. But not Utah. I don't know what's going on with us. It's very strange. Well, yeah, if you never played with us before, come on in. It's not that hard. Have a good time. Password to get into the games is simply SOCK. S-O-C-K. Barca says, I never have fun playing StarCraft. That's sad. MH says, I'd like to watch a World War II movie, like maybe Saving Private Ryan is a good one to watch on the 4th of July. Oh, wait, no, Barca says, I suck, but I do have fun. Positive have fun. Ooh, Great Escape is a good one, too. Great Escape is a great World War II movie. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-da-ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. That reminds you of The Simpsons. I guarantee they played the Great Escape melody on The Simpsons before. They have totally done that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's when Maggie gets sent to the daycare when Marge gets a job at the nuclear power plant. And they take the binkies away. They take the pacifiers away from all the kids. And so Maggie does a Great Escape maneuver to return all the pacifiers to the kids. And that's the music they play is from The Great Escape. We just watched that. Me and my kid just watched that a couple weeks ago. Been going through old Simpsons stuff. I think that's in season 4. Yeah, I think that's season 4. I don't know if the bot knows what an otter is in the Discord server. All right. Well, G22 was like, boy, I love live games. Let's do live games. And then I do live games, and he's not here, so I don't know what happened. Let's do another replay cast here. I don't think we've had a PVZ in a while. So let's find a PVZ out here in the 2026 folder. So again, I keep going into the Brood War folder today because I'm like, we're doing Brood War, right? We sure are. We sure are doing the Brood Wars. Ooh, Jane Doe game. Okay. Sue versus Motive here on Jane Doe. They're not bringing back Jane Doe for ASL 22. At least that's not in the proposed list of maps. But I think it should be. Right side of the map, it's Sue. And on the left side, it's Motive. So two longtime players of the StarCraft. Looking good. Two-player map. You've got this little Marine medic setup down here that you have to kill to get out of your own base or for someone to get into your base. So there's a delay here and there's a delay here, which means things like 2 gates and early pools are delayed quite a bit. So it's a two-player map where early rushes are not nearly as effective. It's an interesting concept, and I think it's pretty fun. So let's see what Sue's going to go for here. A lot of the time, the Zerg players will go ahead, break this open, and then go for an expansion out this way to spread creep. You've got a natural base that is really safe to take. So Protoss and Terran are usually pretty happy just to expand over here. This is not accessible by ground at all. You have to get into the main base to access the natural. So a lot of Protoss and Terran will just take that, be happy about it, which means Zergs are going for drops more often. What's up, Gallons? Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, so Probe's working away on that Marine. Brah, got him. About 6 seconds to kill that Marine with a Probe. And now Probe is out. Probe is scouting. Could do some Zealot pressure here. I wonder if this Overlord is in a position to make it so that the Probe can't target the medic, but I mean, obviously you can't, but it doesn't matter. If you can still target the Marine, then what's the point? Oh, it's too late. It's too late. He's already attacking the Marine. Aw, that was almost a very cool idea from Sue. Putting an Overlord over the medic and the Marine, you can't target it. You can't A-move into it. So you can't kill it. You can't get in. Man, that's actually going for the expansion in the natural base here. 2 is Sue. He's got the pool on the way. Both doors are busted wide open now thanks to the Probe. So Lings can get across, no problem, no delay. Zealots can get across, no problem, no delay either. And fast third here. Ooh, I don't know about this blind fast third out of Sue, because there's not an expansion yet for the Protoss. He's assuming he's going to take the nice, safe, natural, and he is. But man, this could have been a 2-gate. This could have been 2. This could have been 3-gate, and I think Sue would have just died, but he just totally got away with going for the fast third. Zealot shows up. Pool is done. Lings are on the way. Drone's trying to delay the Zealot just a little bit, but, you know, not actually die. There's the classic Probe and Zealot are best friends forever. They're going to come in. Probe gets a couple extra damage points off on the drones, so the Zealot can kill the drones a little bit more quickly. And taking too many hits. Taking too many hits, Motive. Yeah, okay, never mind. Just not getting anything done here at all. Maybe overmade Lings a little bit here. There's another Zealot coming, though, so maybe not. He's assuming. Ha 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 ha, Gallons. So that guy's going to die with no kills, probably. Yeah, no kills. How about this guy? This guy's got a kill. All right, at least one. Okay, 3 kills. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, and dead. So, okay. 0 kills on the first drone. 3 kills of drones for the second Zealot there. Nicely done, sir. Way better than the first one. Cybercore, Forge on the way. Transferring probes down to the natural. That is going to be a Maynard transfer. Zealot, Zealot, Zealot. Blocking up the wall. Lings probably aren't getting up this wall anytime soon. And it's 3 bases here from Sue. I think Sue's doing all right. Replacing those drones, not really a problem. Metabolic boost, not on the way. He is going right into a lair. And then second 100 gas, maybe into that metabolic boost. Kills the medic, opens this door up a little bit, but 3 Zealots can hold the wall. They can hold the top of this ramp. Can they get in here is the larger question. The answer is maybe. Stargate on the way. No metabolic boost from Sue. Wow, is he just straight up saving all of his gas for mutas? Oh, it's a Hydra Den. It's a Hydra Den. It's not a Spire at all. Not that he can't make a Spire as well. You can go Hydra Den and Spire, especially if you're on 3 gas. But he's going Hydra. He's got to get a Lurker aspect here if he's going to deal with these Zealots. It would be really helpful. Just Hydras can make it work. Absolutely. Okay, it's going to be a +1 air weapons. A lot of the time, the Protoss will see the +1 air weapons and say, oh, it's a lot of Corsairs. Too many Hydras out here. Let's cancel that +1. Maybe reduce... Blah, blah, blah. Maybe reduce our Corsair count just a little bit because there aren't any mutos for us to kill. Apparently. Yeah, Corsair comes in and says, hey, wait a second, no Spire, huh? Yep, cancels the +1 attack, says that's not going to help against a Hydra Bust, which it looks like a 3-base Hydra Bust coming in from Sue. Still no speed for these Lings. Speed for Overlords and not speed for Lings. Speed for Hydralisks and not speed for Lings. Gotta love that. Zealots, nomming everything. Gateway coming up. Well, we found an Overlord to kill anyway. Gotta be careful, Corsair man. Zealots are here. Good Sim City. I love this. Look at this. Just wall, 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 wall. Zealots can't get in here. They're containing. Medic gets murdered just because the Hydras want to kill something, I guess. Storm's on the way. You could say as a response to the Hydras, or you could just say that Storm is good against anything Zerg can do, so just get Storm. Which, you know, fair enough. Hasn't expanded yet. Too many Hydras coming across here to feel comfortable with it. Sue! I would have put money on Motive winning this game, but this, at least delay of the 3rd base. I'm not sure you're getting up this ramp, not with Storm up there, no. But 3 bases, rockin', saturation looking good. 34 drones. Corsair's not finding much to do because the Hydras are in great positions. And yeah, Sue might pull off some an upset here, folks. Hiders don't have any upgrades yet. Zealots do have that +1, which is a massive advantage. Hiders do not want to stand and fight this. They don't quite have the critical mass they need to deal with these Zealots, and now they do. You just add 8 Hiders to the group, and suddenly the Zealots are like, not worth it. Not going to work out. It is a secret Mutatech switch, though. Let's see if that gets scouted out. There it is. Spire back there. I'm pretty sure Corsairs have found that. Good Storm. Every Corsair that dies is going to keep the future Mutas alive here, and it is. 5 Mutas getting fired up to snipe those High Templar and make the Hiders and Lurkers more effective. Range upgrade for Dragoons on production here, too, from Motive. Excellent stuff. Got to love a bit of a Dragoon answer to Mutas here for sure. Hiders do have that +1 attack now. Overlord speed is done. We saw that coming in. 7 Mutas in production. Now, the game is, can we get the High Templar with the Mutas, or are the Mutas all going to die to things like Dragoons and Storm before they can kill the High Templar? The answer is, let's try and find out, shall we? And we will. Lurker aspect on the way, not quite done yet. Third base warping in for Motive over here. He's got what he needs against Hydra and Lurker. Zealots, Dragoons, Storm. We've got a 4th base coming in bottom right from Sue. Big fan of that one. We've got the Hydras and the Lurkers and the Mutas, and everything comes down to the performance of the Mutalisks. The performance of a lifetime. Corsairs. They're like, man, we wish we had +1. Would be nice if we had +1, but somehow we don't. Nine Mutos, no upgrades for them here. He's not finding the High Templar. Corsair positioning here is really good. And look at that micro backing away from the Scourge exactly when you see them. That's great reaction time for Motive. So here we go. The Mutas need to find the High Templar, but they're not even in a position to do it. They can't. This is really sick stuff out of Motive. He is keeping these High Templar as protected as he can. This one, however, seems a little bit vulnerable. They are slower than everything else in the army. It's a complaint Protoss have had forever, is High Templar are so slow. They lag behind the rest of your forces. They're easy to pick off because of that reason. He splits off the force to come up high ground. He's like, aha, I've denied the 4th base. No, the 4th base is actually down here, sir. Maybe you should check that. But now there's Lurkers on the high ground. Now this is hard to break, even if you do have the Storm. So Motive takes a 4th base of his own. Says, all right, I'll try to catch up economically here. Sue could probably take this as a 5th now. He's got +2 on those Lurkers, which is hot. 1 attack and 1 armor with a +2 armor coming in for the Dragoons on the backside. Big fan of that one. Hey, what's up? WDF, how's it going? Yeah, actually going to go hang out with the parents, have a barbecue. We're going to play some basketball. Me and all my brothers are going to get together and play. We do it, 2 or 3 times a year. It's hard because we're in different states, a lot of us, but getting together this weekend, going to be really fun. I have not played in a while. Hope I don't pull a hamstring. Hey, it's the old 13-minute metabolic boost upgrade for Sue. Hive's on the way as well. I think Motive, does he need Reaver Tech to get up here? He's not working on that, but he's working on that +2 armor. Maybe once that's done, he's going to make a move. He can't just sit here is the problem. If he doesn't go after this... actually coming down to snipe a High Templar, losing about 8 Hydras in the process. Mutas, yeah, getting shots off on Dragoons. Mutas are not able to get in on these High Templar at all. That guy's got 240 energy. Kadarin Amulet obviously done. 7 kill High Templar here. Energy for a Storm High Templar there. No kills on him yet. Don't forget to stretch. Yeah, I'll stretch. I've heard that stretching has actually kind of been debunked in current exercise science. Like, stretching doesn't actually help. I don't know what to believe. Good storm. Okay. Well, yeah, that +2 armor finished. It's time to go. High Templar picked up. High Templar not quite picked off. The storms are good anyway. Another High Templar. No! Trying to get him 10 HP left on that guy. He's still alive. Corsair's going after Bruised. Mutalisks are going to do just fine. Just fine, thanks. And now we can stand up against these Lings. They don't have Adrenal yet. Stand up against these Hydras. They don't have +3 yet. They're working on that upgrade as well as the Adrenal. But Zerg holds. Zerg holds. The whole point was to hold this high ground to prevent the Protoss from getting down here or over here, and he did. So looking okay here from Sue. 163 to 156 supply. Motive is up. Motive thinking about expanding at the 6 o'clock, which would be really nice for him. He can cover both those areas here as well. Do you have any plans for the 4th WDF? Lings storming again. This is a lot of Protoss, but this high ground is really allowing Sue to hold this position in a way that he shouldn't be able to. Oh, I love this. Couple lurkers coming in. You can't retreat now. Burrow it in there, guys. 2 of the lurkers die. Obs comes in. Doesn't have the speed upgrade yet. Motive, where's your speed upgrade? Where is it? Nice. Sounds good, WDF. That is the best way. Get to watch the fireworks and not have to pay for them. Hey, hey. Okay, shutting down this space. Crackling's getting on up in here. They don't have great upgrades. 1-1, but 1-1 and Adrenal will wipe out a base pretty quick. Thankfully, there wasn't a Nexus to cancel. It was just a probe. Dude, Sue is locked up tight here. He really is. Motive has been sitting in this position for 5-6 minutes now, trying to break up this ramp. Can't. Trying to break up this ramp. Also cannot. However, good news for him. He has the 6 o'clock now. So being on even base count against a Zerg is kind of okay, right? You don't have to push in. You can just kind of sit here, get Reaver tech. Now that you have enough gas to support Reavers, which once this assimilator's up, you definitely do. Yeah, Savior Sword. We covered that yesterday on the stream. New ASL 22 proposed maps. Dark Swarm is up, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Yeah, more and more Archons necessary. This is a big lurker group. That is 9 lurkers. No Hydra support out here anyway. Good grief. Nice plague. Beautiful plague. This is really bad for Motive. He's getting Dark Swarmed on one of his bases. That usually means it's gonna die. But hold on. Zealots in there fighting as much as they can. They're Cracklings now. They don't do as well as they used to, but it's gonna be okay if you have the numbers, and they do. Morlings and Lurkers flooding in to this 4th base, though. Defiler gets sniped. Good targeting that way. And this desperate hold by Motive is really good. Does he have enough Storm to get rid of this one? No, he's out of Dark Swarm. He thought he was safe inside the orange cloud. He wasn't. Nicely done. Hey, what's up, Frank? Yeah, happy 4th of July. Happy 250th anniversary of the United States. Good stuff, Frank. Happy 4th to you, too. Can Motive hold this 4th? He's got enough Storm, it seems like. Oh, hang on a second. Morzerg flooding in from the top side and from the right side of the map here. This Nexus might actually just... Whoa, straight up be dead, and that's a GG. Wow, Sue breaks in. Gets into the 4th base, expands to the 12 o'clock at the same time, and gets the win. Dude, the hold on the high ground was legendary. That was an epic hold. And then Quabao getting in here, taking this base out with the Cracklings, with the 2-2 upgrades, with the +3 on the Lurkers. Huge deal there, too. And even the +2 armor for Motive was not enough. So nicely done. Yeah, I think some Reavers would have really helped here. He had the gas for it, definitely. But at the end of the day, couldn't pull it off. GG's. GG's. All right, 189,000, 178,000 points in favor of Sue. Gets the win. And yeah, Frank, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. Going to be heading out to play basketball with some of my brothers here fairly soon, and then doing a barbecue with the rest of the family after that. So, going to be a good 4th. Fireworks are unfortunately banned statewide in Utah, so... I don't know. I'm not sure how many fireworks we're going to see tonight. Could be a bunch. Could definitely be a bunch. But I guess we'll find out. Dear Windows Explorer, please don't break. Thank you for not breaking. I appreciate you. Windows 10. Unsupported Windows 10. Because why go to Windows 11? There is no positive reason to go to Windows 11. You're not selling me on anything. Every time I've upgraded my Windows, it's been because of better features, faster, more responsive. Windows 11 doesn't do any of this stuff. Really annoying. Statewide ban. Un-American if you ask me, Cash Bolan. I agree. Stream started an hour ago. As it usually does on a Saturday. All right, let's try a bacon. Gotcha, Frank. What happened to Dead Infested? I don't know. Dead Infested just kind of disappeared on us. He didn't tell me what was going on. But it sounds like something did. What's up, Dev? Happy 4th. D22's in here. We've got Savior Sword. Let's see if A10 wants to show up as well, whoever that is. Nice. 80-10 and Bazump are in. Let's go. And there's no RJB, so Savior Sword's not going to be sad. Hey, Barca Tactics. Thank you. Thanks for the $25 donation at PayPal. Sorry I missed it when it came through. Appreciate you. Thank you. We'll put that on the red dimension for sure. Awesome. Okay, top left of the map, we got G22. Top right, it's $10 sign. Bottom right, Savior Sword. Bottom left, it is Bazump. So Savior Sword, in playing the Bacon, likes to do a combination of getting early captures and late captures, which requires a very specific strategy of going for an early expand, but also having enough to get a capture early if the enemies will let you do it. And then from there, it's probes, it's a third base, etc., etc. We'll see how he goes with it. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks again, Barca Tactics. 4 minutes. 4 minutes until the first flag spawns in the middle. G22 going for that early gas. Obviously going to go for tanks. Really good. Really good. If you can set up a bunch of tanks and Goliaths in the middle of the map of the Bacon, you're probably going to hold it. It's really, really powerful that way. Bazump kind of crushed the live games yesterday. He was so good. Bazump was all over the place, just absolutely taking names. It was awesome. So yeah, Savior Sword's build is usually get a couple Zealots out, get an expansion. Ooh, but bunkering up the middle here. Two Zerglings show up. A Zealot shows up. Bunkers are like, no. A little bit early here, but you know, I kind of like it. Last time I played Bacon on stream, same thing happened, except it was cannons. I forget who it was. I think it was Starboy. Just came over here, pylon, cannon, made some Zealots, and I was like, oh, this is actually surprisingly hard to deal with Lings, obviously. Yeah, completely shut down the middle of the map. It was awesome. Spire on the way from Bazump, trying to make Spire work against 2 Protoss and a Meching Terran. I don't know. Are there still websites where you can download any map, like UMS maps? Ah, that's a good question, Frank. I don't know if there's a repository of old UMS maps anymore. Happy would probably know. And there's our first capture of the day. Easy peasy. Yeah, next time Happy is in here, let's ask him if he knows if there's a repository anymore. Because I don't. I just get my UMS maps from viewers, from people just showing up and being like, hey, here's a map. They email it to me or they share it on Discord or something. Okay, 1 capture for G22. Early bunkers are paying off already. Dragoon range is on the way. Yep, it's on the way, but I don't know if it's going to be in here in time to stop that one. Yeah, it's close. It's close. He knows. He's setting up for the range to finish. Are they going to be able to snipe these SCVs on the return? Because I don't know what they're doing about these bunkers, except for ranged Dragoons. So there you go. Ranged Dragoons are here. And by that I mean 1 ranged Dragoon. Yes, Mutas are out from Bazump. They don't really do great against bunkers, but there are not a lot of stuff in that bunker. To be fair. Is he evacuating the position? He's like, you know what? Good enough. Let's go. The Mutas are going to get a catch. Ah, they're staying out of range of these invincible turrets over here and getting a bunch of the SCVs in the mineral line. All right. Just kind of hold positioning over here, killing SCVs. Oh, man. Bazump is making a move. Meanwhile, after 3 captures from G22, Savior Sword's going to get his first capture. It's like, hey, if Bazump wants to fight G22, that's totally fine. G22 is floating all of his stuff to his natural base, leaving the command center for some reason. Supply blocked will be if that supply depot dies. SCVs, look at that, staying out of range of the turrets. Man, this turret positioning is not intended to stop Mutalisks from getting inside your mineral line, are they? Definitely not. Got Dragoons, got Zealots out here. Go, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, happy 4th of July. AD10 shows up. Is that Barca? I can't remember if that's Barca Tactics. I think it might be, actually. He goes by Rod and Barca Tactics and AD10, I think. So 2 captures from Savior Sword while G22 is distracted by the Mutas. And then AD10 comes in and says, what if I got some captures? But then DTs show up, and oh, I don't know if he has detection. He does have an observatory. Does he have an OBS? He has not an OBS. Not yet. No, DT protecting the center as much as he can. Thank you, Goat. 250th anniversary of America. Where's your obs? You have an observatory. Where's your obs? Where is it? Must be in production. We don't get a production tab because it's not a replay. It's a live game. So Savior Sword, because of a DT, is able to stop AD10 from holding center here. So he's still not building an obs. There we go. Obs is out. He's okay now. But man, he wishes he had that about 3 minutes ago. Are mutas sniping? Oh, I think mutas are out here sniping probes. Sniping those probes. And sniped. And also sniped. Get that one too. Okay, but I don't think you can stop all the probes from getting over here, right? Oh, he's bringing a drone in. And the Zealots stopped. And the Dragoons are distracted by the mutas. And the drone gets out of there. Sick play by Bazump. That was awesome. Yes, way to get out of there. Okay, so Bazump, it's a lot of work, but he was able to get a capture and steal it from Savior Sword. He was trying to get his third up. Now he's stuck on 2, and now Bazump's going to get one. That was slicks to Savior Sword. It was. How do you judge the state of America on this milestone birthday? Not great. Not great. Go. I think this whole war with Iran is just a complete mistake and a horrible, horrible thing I wish we would just go home from. That's kind of my biggest complaint right now. Anyway, other than that, I have other complaints, but we will be positive today on the 4th of July. Mutas. Ah, drone sneaks in again while everyone's distracted by the mutas. Dude, Bazump is so sneaky. I love this guy. He crushed the live games yesterday, and he's doing the same thing today. I mean, we didn't almost make it to 250, but I mean, the world almost ended also during the Cold War a couple times. There are a couple stories where the Soviet high command thought they were under attack by America with nukes and ordered counter nukes to be launched at America when their systems were just malfunctioning. And the only thing that saved the world were the people that actually had to launch the nukes, nuclear sub-commanders. One of them was a nuke sub-commander. Another guy was just on the front, said no. I'm not going to be the one to end the world, thank you very much. And they didn't. We almost all died 100 years ago. Not even close to 250. Welcome back, Immortal. Barca calming down. He's doing a good job. Bazump into Hydras now, fighting in. Says you don't have to win the battle, you just have to sneak in and get a drone to pick up the flag and all of the chaos and get out of there. He understands the assignment. And he wins the battle anyway. So yeah, Bazump on 4 bases is extremely scary with the group we have here. He slowed G22 down enough that he doesn't have a million tanks. It's hard for him to get up here. It is capture the flag. Yeah, Immortal Drillin. Wasn't there a UFO? No, their early warning systems to detect nukes coming from America were malfunctioning. Frank. That's all it was. Savior Sword is not playing the objective. It is instead trying to kill Bazump, who is tied for first at this point and controlling the middle and getting his 4th capture. So tied for first. No. Oh, he's holding it. He's got 155 before he has to capture it. Just kidding. We're capturing it now because, you know, he controls the middle. Might as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Stanislav Petrov. Yeah, we should all know the name Stanislav Petrov, because if that guy follows orders The world ends 100 years ago. Instead, he doesn't follow orders, and we're all alive today. Thank you, Stanislav. You are a hero, maybe the biggest hero the world has ever known. Honestly, what a guy. Tank sieging up on Bazump's third base up the left side. This is what Bazump was worried about. But he's got 5 captured. He just needs 2 more. He's got Hydro Lurker in the middle. Savior Sword's coming in to try to do something about it. But I don't think he has enough Protoss to do this here. He's bringing in another group, but without Psystorm. I don't know if he's doing this thing. He's trying to, trying to cover drones coming in at the very least. I don't know if I've heard about that story, Frank. Maybe you could find a link to it, because I'd be interested in reading about it. Okay, so this base gets wiped out. They're doing what they have to do, taking the guy in first place and shutting him down as much as possible. Drones comes in, woo, like a villain. I don't know. The Zealots can't do it. The Drog, he gets it. The Dragoon takes down the drone. But I think he's close enough to Zerg territory that Bazump should be able to pick that thing up. Hang on, hang on. He needs to come now, though. Oh, and AD10 is here to wipe out the Lurkers as well. Okay, good stuff here from AD10. This is turning into a pretty fantastic game. Okay. Unloads, picks up, goes, stack of Overlords. You don't know which Overlord has the drones. You can't kill them all. AD10 is here. Barsa's here with his 40 APM, having a good time. And now G22 is big enough to give Bazump pause. Bazump just needs 1 more capture, man. He's in a great spot. But he needs to deal with what I said at the start of the game. He's somehow got to deal with the siege tanks and the Goliaths, all parked in the middle here. They've got +2 attack. He's making turrets. You have to completely change your strategy now. It was mass Hydro Lurker. But now, it's got to be drops, I guess. But there's so many Goliaths. Dropping on this is not going to be a good time either. Oh, this is tough. Sorry, some of my oldest friends came over and they were knocking at the door and my daughter was like, "Who's here?" All right, so 6 kills for Bazump. But can he break this by himself? I don't know. Well, that's nice. Kind of cleared out a bunch of this stuff. And then here comes the big drop on it. How do you deal with mech? Dropping on it usually works. Unless the Goliaths take out all of your Overlords on the way in. But that's not happening here. SCV! Wait, Zealots are fast. They snipe the SCV G22 tries to use to get a capture out the other way. Oh, that's funny. That's really good. Here comes Barca and save your sword. No! Too many Dragoons from Barca to allow that. Thank you very much. Mass Dragoon is here. Bazump's like, oh, I just dealt with 1,000,000 siege tanks. Now I have to fight 100 Dragoons without Dark Swarm? That's not great. Well, at least they don't have upgrades. They do have an observer, but they're running from that. Save your sword to get that capture. Is he going for recall caps? G22 got the capture. Okay. So 6 steals to 6 steals. It's Bazump and it's G22 preemptively storming the center. So you can't unload a drone in here is kind of amazing. Dude. G22 got early muta-harassed by Bazump, and it looks like he might just win this thing anyway. He picks it up. He dematrixes the SCV on the return back. Is it an incredible comeback victory from G22? It looks like it sort of is. It looks like he... he pulls it off. Dude, I kind of countered him out when Bazump was up here messing with his entire mineral line in the main, killing so many SCVs. Look at this tank being like, no, G22 is a jerk about it. Pretty classic G22. And the Terran gets the win. I was talking up Bazump. I was like, oh, he's keeping G22 down. He's not going to win it at all. He's got those captures. Doesn't matter. Bazump's going to do this thing. He clears it out. But no, G22 keeps fighting and wins it in the end. What a baller. Nicely done, G22. Impressive stuff. All right. So, end of the day, Save Your Sword, good game. Bazump, good game. I mean, G22, the production to kill ratio is the best out here because, you know, tanks are kind of that way. Structures raised. Lot down there. Outspending Save Your Sword. Again, the macro Save Your Sword is always very good. Doesn't mean he always wins, but it's always very strong. What's up, Ant-Man? Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. All right, so Frank Barry says the Rendlesham Forest military base incident. Might be that. Might be something else. Fair enough. Goat is here. All right. So, man, bad news, but I gotta go. It is time for family stuff for the 4th of July. So I'm going to bail, but we'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday stream. We will get 2 free-for-alls in there tomorrow if we can hit that goal for tomorrow as well, because the PayPal was awesome there. So, thank you so much for hanging out on a fairly abbreviated Saturday 4th of July stream. Happy 4th of July. Hope you can blow up a small part of your country while celebrating it. If you're not an American, happy Saturday anyway. We'll catch you on Sunday. Be here for that. Much longer stream then. Love you all. Have a great one. Take care of yourself.